Mountain Mitsubishi of Hickory Service Department replaces air filters and cabin air filters for only $75.
Good evening and welcome into the WHKY News. Today is Monday, July 15th. I'm Ralph Mangum. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV on channel 14.2 and on Compass Cable in Burke County on channel 142. Also online at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, a woman was killed in an apparent suicide in Alexander County. WHKY's Ariana Mack has more.
Authorities responded to a house fire in Alexander County. It was reportedly set by a woman who shot herself after starting the blaze. On Friday, shortly after 2 p.m., Alexander County 911 received a call regarding a victim with a gunshot wound at a house on fire on North Shore Drive in Hickory. The home is in the Oliver's Landing development. Individuals in the area saw the smoke and pulled a woman out of the residence. Emergency personnel started arriving on the scene. The woman was transported by Alexander County EMS to Fry Regional Medical Center, where she later passed away from her injuries. Numerous fire departments responded to the scene and extinguished the fire. The Alexander County Sheriff's Office and Alexander County Fire Marshal's Office conducted a joint investigation. The Fire Marshal's Office determined that the cause of the fire was arson using available materials within the residence. The Sheriff's Office found that the victim was suffering from a single gunshot wound. The investigation showed that the victim set fire to her residence and then shot herself. I'm Ariana Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Ariana, and our condolences to the family and loved ones of the deceased. A man was killed in a two-vehicle accident in Lincoln County this morning. The deceased is 59-year-old Barry Wilson McKee of Lawndale. At about 7:20 a.m. today, the North Carolina State Highway Patrol responded to the scene of the accident on NC 18 at NC 10. The driver of a 2019 Dodge Ram truck was traveling west on NC 10 when he failed to stop at a stop sign. The truck was struck by a 1997 Dodge van that was southbound on NC 18. The collision caused the van to overturn. The driver of the truck, 31-year-old Jose Vargas Moreno of Dobson in Surry County, and 3 passengers were not injured. The driver of the van, Barry Wilson McKee, passed away at the scene. Moreno was arrested and charged with misdemeanor death by vehicle, no operator's license, and failure to yield. He was placed in the Lincoln County Detention Center under a $15,000 bond. No court date is currently listed. The Highway Patrol's initial investigation does not indicate impairment or speed to be contributing factors in the collision. During the on-scene investigation, the roadway was closed in the area for several hours. Our condolences to Mr. McKee's family and loved ones as well. The Burke County Sheriff's Office continues to ask for the public's assistance in locating Kimberly Margaret Woodard. Ms. Woodard, who is 39 years old, lives on Sunrise Lane in Morganton. She was last seen leaving her residence at about 1 a.m. on June 29th. She was reported missing on July 3rd. Ms. Woodard is a white female. She's 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighs 160 pounds. She has 3 butterfly tattoos on her back. At the time she went missing, Ms. Woodard was wearing a white shirt and blue jeans and was carrying a black and white pocketbook. She was last seen getting into a white SUV with an unknown driver. Anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of Kimberly Margaret Woodard should call the Burke County Sheriff's Office 828-438-5500. WHKY's Rob Eastwood has details on an arrest that required the response of Catawba County's STAR team.
The suspect in this case is charged with multiple offenses. He was arrested following a reported standoff at a residence here in Catawba County on Friday. One of the warrants against the suspect is reportedly connected to social media postings. As of the time I'm filing this report, the suspect remained in jail here in Catawba County. 30-year-old Ian Maurice McMahon of Conover was arrested Friday by Catawba County Sheriff's officers. He's charged with 3 counts of possession of a firearm by a felon, 2 counts of felony probation violation, along with single counts of trafficking opium or heroin, trafficking methamphetamine, possession of meth and 2 counts of possession of drug paraphernalia. The Catawba County Sheriff's Office and U.S. Marshals went to a mobile home on Guy Baker Road at approximately 5 a.m. Friday to serve warrants on McMahon. He was at the residence along with a woman. They refused to exit. The Sheriff's Office deployed the STAR, or Special Tactics and Response Team, to the home. After more than 3 hours, a woman exited the dwelling. McMahon surrendered shortly after. The woman was released once McMahon was in custody. One of the warrants, according to our news partner WACB, concerned McMahon's social media postings, including one where he reportedly stated, quote, "People in charge need to be forcibly replaced where it's probably not going to be accomplished without some bloodshed," end quote. McMahon is on probation as a result of a conviction in Catawba County in April of last year for felony possession of Schedule II controlled substance. He received probation and a 24-month suspended sentence. McMahon was incarcerated in the Catawba County Detention Facility in Newton following his arrest. As of the time I'm filing this report, his bond was set at $145,000. He was awaiting a Monday Superior Court appearance. Reporting from Catawba County for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. At the Hickory Regional Airport today, the city of Hickory welcomed the arrival of the Hickory Aviation Museum's newest aircraft edition, a United States Marine Corps AV-8B Harrier. 2 aircraft, the museum edition and its wingman, arrived at the airport at about 3 o'clock this afternoon and performed a few maneuvers before landing. The Hickory Fire Department was on hand with a water salute for the Aviation Museum's Harrier. Both aircraft remained on the terminal ramp for public viewing for about 90 minutes. The Marine Corps demonstrated the different flight characteristics of the Harrier, landed, taxied to the area directly adjacent to the museum's aircraft, and parked. After the public viewing, the aircraft were moved to an area where the Marine Corps began the demilitarization process. For additional information, visit hickoryaviationmuseum.org or call 828-323-1963. Thanks to our own Jason Savage for that video. Good stuff there. Rob, Ariana, and I have today's crime report after the break. Rob has some Burke County arrests, including one for indecent liberties and statutory sex offense, and Ariana has 3 from Caldwell, 2 drug arrests and 1 for a probation violation. In local sports, Jason has huge news from Hickory FC, which won the conference championship in Boone Saturday. Safe to say Hickory FC's inaugural season has been and continues to be an overwhelming success. The playoffs continue in Moret Stadium Wednesday. In Community Focus, Rob has a preview of tomorrow's Hickory City Council meeting, and Ariana has news about a public water feature in Newton. We were just 2 or 3 degrees shy of 100 today. About the same tomorrow, though there is a 40% chance of a much-needed shower. We'll be in the low 90s Wednesday and then in the upper 80s Thursday, with a high Friday only in the upper 70s. Back into the 80s for the weekend. There's a 50% chance of rain Wednesday, nearly 80% Thursday, and then about a 60% chance Friday and on through the weekend. Let's hope we get some of that. Look for the latest forecast at WHKY.com whenever you need it. I'm Ralph Mangum. You are watching the WHKY News.